right. And with last we left off, the Concord of Orenthal, the unification of multi-nations under the Cinder Scourge of the Kobold army, banded together and created a unified cause against this Kobold incursion. Unfortunately, continued rise in attacks and support for the Cinder Scourge only made the coalition's efforts harder as the war escalated and strained on. Almost 10 months have passed since the beginning of this war. You all have found yourselves kind of almost to a breaking point as far as your nations are concerned. However, a dispatch that has been received by the Kobolds did produce a message from Commander Kisrick himself. He has offered terms at Lake Tharnmere to meet at a almost ordained summit to discuss possible terms, unknowing, of course, as to what those terms are. All two of the three of you that were assigned to this have made it to this summit. Unfortunately, one has not arrived as of this point. However, the two of you resume your introductions again, well aware of each other's work in the past, especially throughout the course of this war. You do end up finding a pathway to meet with a magistrate in honor of Commander Kisrick's place for these talks of this summit. As you two meet, you are given requests and / demands of retrieving a Nexus shard made of pure amber, to personally retrieve this shard, return it to this place in the middle of the lake, and to oversee its destruction by the Cinder Scourge itself, as the magistrate and his constituents would rid the world of its curse or offensive nature towards kobold kind as a whole, but certainly to the realm by far. This is the first time that you have seemingly agreed and understood to accept these terms as laid out by the magistrate, to which he gave you 24 hours time to the following sunrise to settle these terms. In a promissory note, he did provide you with a sigil, a pendant, as it were, of a slight sliver of a particular type of shard that had very deep meanings of elemental power, and we proceeded to Mr. Schultz and Wenceslas were examining this with some aides of Lieutenant Thane. You all found to be very disturbing realizations that not only is there a strong elemental force connected to this sigil in the actual Nexus shard itself, there is entire planes of existence that apparently are also aware of this Nexus shard's existence and even seek to retrieve said Nexus shard for themselves. Unaware exactly of to the extent of the knowledge that precedes these shards and their influence over the realm, you all take the rest of your evening to gather your wits again. The wizards and sorcerers of under Lieutenant Thane's command have kind of retroactively outfitted you both with an opportunity to go further down into the lake itself to find this Nexus shard. But first, you must come to terms in an agreement, if you so decide to, with the magistrate. And with the new morning sun arising here in the valley, you all find yourselves waking up to more horns and drums as we've continued to see an additional number of 5 warships have joined the armada. The leader of which, a decorated warship, of the 4 coming in behind it. You all were able to witness some large cages, as these were not normal warships. These were specifically prison ships that were housing 4 large dragons, 2 chromatic and 2 metallic. And in this instance, you all see the kobold energy kind of rising once again with the morning coming over this valley. As you all do wake up with your long rest in tow, You all are free to awake and discuss amongst yourselves or prepare otherwise for the upcoming meeting for your deadline with the magistrate. And what are you all doing this morning as you get up as well?
I suppose Carl, or as I mean, obviously you guys know his name's actually Wenceslas, is going to find a private place to rewrap his bandages.
All right. Awesome.
And can I find anywhere like that?
I mean, you certainly have infirmaries here on site as part of this assembly with Lieutenant Thane. So you absolutely would have absolute access to any doctors, nurses, or anyone healing of the like, arcane or otherwise, at your disposal. So if you're simply needing bandages and whatnot, 100% you would have no issue obtaining that from a local infirmary within this assembly here at the Southern Docks.
Cool. I'll get some bandages and leave with them and try and find someplace private to rewrap myself.
Are you doing this trying to just kind of hide from the general public, or are you just trying to address it?
Yeah, I'm doing it in front of anybody.
Oh, okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Hang on a second. I got signed out of D&D Beyond. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. And what are you doing, Zach? I'm sorry, Mr. Schultz.
Mr. Schultz would wake up at 6 o'clock sharp. He would begin his morning putting on his clothing and, getting himself all, primed, brushing his mustache and such. He would have breakfast around 6:30. And from about 6:45 till probably about 7 or 8, he would be sewing a new teddy bear.
Are there any thoughts of the previous teddy bear that was given as part of the peace offering that was later discarded amongst the other toys that were thrown into the lake?
No, it's up to them how they decide what they are going to do with the gift that he has given them. If they want to use it as a type of aggression, Mr. Schultz is too mature to have such childish, petty revenge in his heart. He's thinking of just a small little kobold who takes this teddy bear and will just give it a big, long hug.
Mr. Schultz, my goodness. And
that's an 8 stealth.
Okay. I would say for an 8 stealth, where exactly are you trying to? Are you just trying to find a corner of a tent back in, or just back in, away from the tents in like as crowded of a thrush or brush or forest-like area?
Yeah, I'd probably go a little ways into the woods, about as far back as you would probably go to take a piss. I look around, try and be stealthy. Obviously, I am not very good at it. Does anyone see me?
As far as you can tell, you don't see anyone would notice you. Being in the wooded area, certainly the attention drawn by all the forces far on the northern and the western side of this lake, you're out of the concentration of people here. So I would say you feel relatively safe in this moment of changing out.
All right. And then let's see. Anything else I want to do? What do I have? Let's see. What do I have with me? I've got. Oh, that's right. I've got a beacon stone, and then Mr. Schultz is the one with the like amulet thing, right?
Correct.
Yes, Mr. Schultz took the amulet.
Gotcha. Okay.
or the ruby ring.
Also a ruby ring. That is something the wizard provided to Mr.
Okay,
Schultz.
I don't have an amulet on my sheet.
Oh, go ahead and you can custom give yourself one. Oh, you're on a PDF anyway, so yeah, you can just add that in there.
All right. I guess I don't know. I guess he's just kind of waiting around, saying like, "Hey, is this other guy going to show up?" So he's going to make his way back down to the tents and the camps, and he is going to whip out his bagpipes and start playing.
Okay.
Just to kind of boost morale a bit.
All right. I will say go ahead and give a quick performance check.
$23.
You actually start off the morning with a very chipper tune, actually. You said these are bagpipes?
Yeah.
These actually carry over the course of the lake, being a little more elevated in the southern docks here. The tune actually does carry, in which some of the coalition forces actually begin to notice on the far side even. Those on the ships, you hear some general marching orders and some general Commodore instructions for the day. But a lot of them actually stop and actually take notice and seem to find a little bit of ease in this music that you play. It seems to very much uplift their spirits in this off morning, as it were. However, unfortunately, not because you did not roll a 23, but unfortunately your bagpipes are slightly dimmed, as unfortunately you hear the drums and cadences once again rising from the Kobold Armada. As you do see, these ships are just entering the Armada. However, what you also do notice upon waking and moving out this morning is these other remaining 40 ships that were previously already here and anchored have now also become barricaded to one another. You guys all see multiple long pieces of timber that are now sectioned off. Small holes into the bows of each of these ships are now conjoining these ships together, making basically a solid wooden barricade of an armada at the same time. These all seem to be interlocking rows with one another, kind of just furthering this sectioning off of this part of the river coming into the lake from the Sea of Ortis. As the drums, however, continue to grow, you do see the sloop from previously, from the previous morning, make its way to the center island. And you hear some cheers and some draconic chants as the magistrate and his entourage also disembark on the center island, again waving a white flag, seemingly this time expectantly aiming it towards your camp.
All right. I'm going to ask whoever some of the commanding officers are if they've heard any word from any of their scouts, if our third person is anywhere close.
Lieutenant Thane does call one of his conscripts, and he just says, "Yes, thank you. We did send an additional rider last night during the evening, throughout the night, to see if we can track down Whizzlewick Farnsnout. And unfortunately, he came back early this morning with no sign of him. I am afraid we are unaware as to his presence. We fear that this delay might only hinder this possibility for peace, but the fact that you all have terms gives me at least some form of hope that we just need to rely on that. So I have my fastest rider still looking out for him in hopes that he will arrive. I believe the wizards that accompanied me and my scholars, they should have outfitted you with a way to get him to you should the need arise in a quick manner. But unfortunately, I think these these talks need to continue without him for the time being, I'm afraid.
Gotcha. As you were, and he's gonna walk away.
Okay. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do, Lieutenant Thane will just send you off and just say, "Our blessings be with you. Please, thank you for both your sacrifice and what you've done to get us to this point."
You stay safe. We will be back very soon.
I'm happy to hear it. Until then, I'll meet you. Men with me, and he will actually mount some horses, and him and his guard will then continue to assume their position with the remaining coalition forces. Leaving you to your corsair and to whatever you would like to do going forward.
I mean, do you have anything you want to do?
No, not that comes to mind.
All right. Want to head to the island?
Let's go.
All right.
Cool.
With that, you board your corsair. Your entourage in tow, sticking close to you throughout this time, manning their stations throughout the corsair. You each find your way back to the island. And as you do, you are greeted yet again with the entourage of the magistrate, who kind of seemingly go over your crew once again, kind of almost inspecting from a distance before they kind of chatter back and forth to one another. And you hear a stabbing of a spear into a rock, and the guards immediately take a attentive stance, but no longer defensive. And they part ways, revealing the magistrate once again. I hope you've all found what you needed.
I believe we have.
Are you prepared to make terms then?
I believe we're prepared to agree to the terms presented to us.
And no, Mr. Farnsnout, you two wish to do it accompanied as you are.
He will be here soon, and trust me, even without him, we are plenty. This one right here could probably do it all on his own, as Mr. Schultz gently pats on Wenklaus's back.
Very good.
Wenceslas will feign discomfort at that.
He turns to his side. Slita fricki! And immediately you just hear a couple nervous older scribes seem to kind of push through the entourage with some large scrolls drawn up, and they kind of find a centralized rock, as it were, kind of like a standing table. And they kind of place it in front of you. And the magistrate goes, "These terms, you are free to overlook them as you wish. My signature already at the bottom. Please, when you feel these are dutifully noted and agreeable, feel free to sign." And he will go ahead and pass along the terms to you guys. As you do see, it is very much in the exact state of which he specified to you, of the 3 steps specifically, the requests that were made of the Cinder Scourge. I can give you a copy in D&D planning.
And would I have to do like a investigation or some sort of knowledge check to just double check that there's absolutely no weird wording or
Yes, you could do an investigation or insight, your choice.
Investigation is they're both +5, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, cool.
That is a 23.
Wow, okay. I will.
He's an artificer. He's got intelligence.
There you go. That's fair. With that, I'm going to throw this on here in D&D planning just to kind of describe. These are still the 3 points that you see on there. As far as you are aware, with a 23, this was very well notated since the very beginning of your interaction with the magistrate yesterday. They have jotted to, as far as you can recollect, especially with the 23, this is very much word for word the exact terms that were described yesterday. As far as you can tell, nothing seems afoot with these terms. They seem very much in line with what you all discussed the previous day.
I would like to make another insight check.
Okay.
I would like to make an insight check on, I guess, the, what's his name?
Mr. Schultz, or are you talking about like the magistrate or?
Commander Kisrick, is he there, or is it just the magistrate there?
It's just the magistrate there.
Okay. I guess the magistrate and the terms.
Okay.
I want to see if I get any inkling that they have any plans to not go back on the promise necessarily, but rather if the reason they want it destroyed is other than what they claim, or if they plan on not destroying it or something like that. Like, just overall intentions.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Make that insight roll. We'll just say you both were being very careful in your deliberations as you overlooked these terms of the agreement.
18.
Okay. You do see from your recollection from yesterday, this is very accurate as well. You do look over at the magistrate. He seems unflinching, unyielding in any way. He does look very confident, but resolute in how he's seemingly, him and his entourage really, are just kind of, they're exuding that this is their work and that they feel that this is the best for both sides. It's from what you can tell, he just feels very confident in their position, but also the terms that they have provided. I would definitely say is what you get off of that with an 18.
Okay. So overall, as friendly as can be in a situation like this.
Considering the armies poised at each other, this is probably the friendliest look as to peace you've probably had. You do not feel like you have received much from the side of the armada or the accompanying land troops of the Kobold side.
All right. And I'm going to trace in air. Is there anything for us to sign?
Yes, right down here at the bottom. His signature is already there with 3 available slots for potential additional signatures.
I want to make an Arcana check. Is this
Mr.
fucking
Schultz
thing magical?
What's that?
Your bear. Mr. Schultz's bear homunculus will hand him his scribe quill, and Mr. Schultz will sign the document.
Okay, before he puts pen to paper, I'm going to put my hand in his way and trace with my other hand. I do think it would be appropriate for us to inspect the paper itself as well. We've only been looking at the text here. You don't mind, do you?
You say this to the magistrate?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he looks up and he goes, absolutely. Scrutinize to your heart's desire.
Mr.
And I'm going to look at Mr. Schultz and say, I want to know... Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
Mr. Schultz kind of whispers over to the magistrate, trying not to let Wentzklaus hear. He is a little bit paranoid. You'll have to forgive him. He's just trying to be cautious.
Well, with
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm going to... Well, first off, do I hear that?
Were you trying to be secretive, Schultz?
He was trying to be secretive from Wentzklaus specific.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand, I guess would be the best way. Go ahead and do a perception for you, Wenceslas.
That's another good roll. Sleight of hand. Oh, that's a -3 though. So that's 14.
14. Okay.
I also rolled a 14.
Okay.
Oh damn.
We're gonna roll a
It's a
D. We're gonna do a D6 roll off. But both of you roll
Okay.
a D6.
All right.
That's a 1. It meets.
That's also a 1.
Ah!
No.
No, double rollies. Double rollies. Let's do this. This is just to see if we can hear him.
A 1 again.
I got a 2. I should not have won that.
That was
That's
amazing.
crazy.
I love that this whole rollsy off was literally just so Wenceslas did not overhear you making a joke to the magistrate. I love it. All right. Yeah, you just, Wenceslas, you just think Mr. Schultz is just kind of mumbling to himself for a little bit, looking over this paperwork with you, but you don't really hear anything else otherwise.
All right, I would like to make an Arcana check.
Yeah, go for it.
18.
Yes, you look this over. This is as plain as parchment you can find. The ink is not even magical. This is very much a cream of the crop. Very nice parchment, very fancily written. This is not some napkin written note. This is absolutely a transcribed, fully professional, but standard as you can get parchment and ink.
After he's done looking it over, he's going to say, he's going to trace in the air, very nice paper. Where'd you source the trees? As, like a very obvious, like, jab, like, this is definitely from our forest.
Mr. Schultz is just going to sign the paper.
The magistrate doesn't answer, but he chuckles to himself. Mr. Schultz signs, and do you sign as well, Wenceslas?
Yeah, Wenceslas will sign it as well.
Okay. And with that, in this very tense... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Now we must go get it.
And you immediately just see the magistrate, the scribes come up and kind of delicately grab the paperwork from you, walk up to the magistrate, and he just looks it over curiously, studies it. Yes. Well, it looks like we have an accord. I am thrilled you were all able to see the mercy of Commander Kisrick. We shall commence this accord immediately. And you just see the scribes roll this up and just kind of stuff it in their pouches, as it were, for like a keepsake almost. But essentially, he claps his hands, and the scribes continue to take additional notes now separately from the accord you just struck. Well, we have 2 sundowns from today. We will understandably await your arrival with anticipation, but we will happily stand here ready for your return.
Wonderful. It seems we have a lot to do, so I do not wish to cut this short, as you are all such fine and wonderful fellows. But we must go.
Absolutely. Farewell, and best of luck on your endeavor. He immediately just snaps his fingers. Guards come to attention, surround him, and walk with him back to his sloop, to then returns to the Armada, leaving you once again on the island, seemingly now with an accord signed. And in this tense exchange since arriving here yesterday, you haven't felt the weight of 3 factions or nations on your soldiers' shoulders as strongly as you did this morning. However, with this accord now being struck between you 3, for the first time in almost a year since the war began, true peace can be attained for both sides of this conflict. You two have shown why you were chosen to establish this monumental agreement. And peace can finally be achieved. And as the architects, you have shaped how it will be going forwards. And each of you are going to gain the diplomacy savant boon.
Diplomacy savant boon.
Yes, this allows you both to pick a single ability that utilizes a mental component, either intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, and you gain expertise in that chosen skill.
Any skill.
One skill that requires either intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. You now have become the peak of your envoy diplomatic career at this moment, because this piece very likely changed the outcome of this entire region.
Mr. Schultz is going to take Arcana.
Okay.
Definitely
At a plus 13.
Okay. Awesome.
Plus 13 Arcana.
Heck yeah.
That's crazy.
13 Arcana is nuts.
That is good.
It was a plus 9, which is still really good.
Which is still good.
Really good.
That is really good too.
But plus 13 is a little bit better.
All right. You turn from this, Mr. Schultz, and you just feel your connection with the essence of what gave you the ability to take your toy, maybe not empire, but your toy business to the next level, but now pushed it even further beyond that, in that you feel your connection to what has made that extra special essence to that, and now feel that applied to your form going forwards. You feel even more resolute.
Shit, my bad. Didn't interrupt.
Nope, you're good.
I'll take persuasion for my expertise.
Okay. You also feeling maybe conflicted at the start of arriving here, but now through these talks, you feel that there has been some measure, controversial so, but certainly some measure of understanding, in that you feel also the sense within inside you being propelled as well, and helping yourself become the next best voice for your nation. And you absolutely get expertise in that as well. You both walk away with this diplomacy savant boon, and you both now go into this mission, as it were, equipped accordingly, as you are the envoys of this coalition. You are now also responsible for the outcome of this. And you are free to prepare and go as you wish.
So, we already know the direction, right?
Yes. So in this case, I will say, Schultz, when you arrived on this center island, you heard that slight hum, and it's very familiar resonant hum, as the pendant sigil began to somewhat react once again to this proximity. And from what you gather, especially getting a natural one on your identification spell from the other day, you have a very strong pull directly down below you, further down into the lake itself.
There is like down in the lake, as in like
you are feeling a pull directly down from where you're roughly located.
How deep is this water?
You do not know. Nor has anyone taken time to measure. I would say you have an idea it's relatively deep. Your scribes that provided you the scrolls of water breathing thought as much of the descent that would be needed But as far as to the extent, no one really studied this beforehand.
Okay. Schultz is going to take out one of his scrolls of water breathing. Let me look up the exact wording of this spell.
Yes. Water breathing, thankfully, lasts 24 hours. So these scrolls will perfectly encompass that spell as far as the duration and effect.
Oh, so this will target both of us with one scroll.
Yes, this actually is a group spell if you wish to use it as such. Yes.
Yep, so I'll use it as a group spell so that we only have to use the one.
Nice.
Perfect.
And down we go, I guess.
Okay.
He's just going to be like, follow me, and he's going to jump in.
As soon as you jump in, the lake is very cold. Wenceslas, I'm assuming you're following?
Yep.
All right. You both get a chilly sensation from certainly the morning air itself and certainly the audience before you. But jumping into this lake, you are instantly... It is very much chilling. But as you dive down, you sense your natural selves and your own constitution trying to fight the urge to resurface. And as you're holding your breath and you're driving down, you're confident in the magic that you have just described and cast, Schultz. But as you go down, you both reluctantly take your first breath. You feel water rush and immediately expel from your lungs. As you continue to dive down, you feel the effect of water breathing now fully in effect, and you feel a sense of relief knowing the spell has taken hold on both of you. As a note of order, do any of you have a swim speed?
No, because, I just have the scroll of water breathing. But
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I don't have any, specific...
So it should be base swim speed, which I believe is either half or a third movement.
It's going to be half movement for you guys. So you will be hindered by half, but you have no issue breaking through as you do. As you continue downward, the water slowly changes hues from a deep blue to almost a dark green. You start to notice kelp, other random sea creatures of the sort, just kind of ignoring and maneuvering around your presence, certainly being foreign to their natural homestead. But as you push through, you find yourselves surrounded by a forest of dead kelp all around you. The light from the surface gets to the point where you are actually starting to lose the light from above you. And as you're trekking down, you're now hitting 60, 70, 80 feet down. You're realizing this is much deeper than you even thought originally. And to a point...
My homunculus is very unhappy with all of its scribe paper getting destroyed.
Ooh.
Is it magically sustained, or is it just normal paper?
It's just paper.
Oh, okay. It is a soggy, disgusting mess. Yes, it looks like it's majestic.
Disgusting mess.
Yes, it looks majestic.
Itself, basically an animated teddy bear. It's just kind of flopping around.
Might even be getting some looks by other sea life creatures as it's wondering where the heck it's coming from and what is this thing. Not native to its plane.
On occasion has to pull it back as it starts to kind of drift away like a jellyfish.
And as the light, unfortunately now is fading almost into an ink black, is cut off as you're continually still surrounded by this dead kelp around you, you do see some light coming from your sigil. As you also see the kelp begins to slowly part. As you see a slight opening with no kelp around, but certainly just more open lake now. And there's a little bit more light as you see down further into this lake. you are starting to now see the floor of this lake. And as you notice, there seems to be almost a stone chasm closer to the bottom of this lake floor. However, what's interacting with your sigil that you're noticing are slight pulsating runes around the outskirts of this chasm. I'm going to change the map here. You can approach from any direction you would like to. I'll throw an icon on here for Wenceslas. But as you arrive, it's a little bit darker than what this map suggests, but I will say there is still some light coming within the vicinity of this stone chasm. As you approach the bottom, the sigil seems to grow ever brighter, but still maintaining its soft pulsate. Now, what do you all do?
You said, so there's a chasm, and at the bottom is a bunch of runes?
Yes. So I will give you a kind of a theater of war description here, Jill. It is a squared off stone chasm with a circular top to it. The circular edges is where you see these pulsating. It's like a light pinkish purplish hue coming from these runes. And they are pulsing, but as you notice, on the sigil itself, the rhythm seems to match in far as how they're pulsating.
I would like to swim down to the runes and inspect them.
Okay.
And Mr. Schultz do an Arcana check on the pulsing.
Yes. Wenceslas, you can also do... it depends on what you're trying to do. What exactly are you trying to inspect on these runes?
I'm trying to see if any of them are gonna fucking hurt us.
Okay.
17.
Do like a history or arcana check. Schultz, with a 17, you sense the sigil is getting a bit warmer. You sense the proximity is the right direction. Even in this cold water, there is still that slight bit of heat you're getting from it that you're noticing. The pulsating, however, you are noticing that the actual signature pulsing, as far as the light itself, is in fact almost reacting to it and matching its exact rhythm.
I've got nothing. I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8? These seem to be very ancient runes. They are not in a language you seem to understand. They just seem to be filled with a deep humming energy that seems very foreign to you, but nonetheless does not seem to be harming you in any way, even by your close proximity.
All right. Is there any obvious door or lock?
Go ahead and just give me a quick perception or investigation.
Mr. Schultz is going to kind of follow this ring around like a radar, finding exactly where this pulsating is coming from.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Okay. You check the perimeter around this. You see no doors, no openings, no windows, no visible signs of entry. What was your roll, Schultz?
Roll for what?
Oh, sorry. You were looking at the pulsing, the energy coming from the actual...
I was gonna try and start just kind of following it in the direction it's leading.
Oh, sure. You follow the lights. As you kind of go the opposite way with Wenceslas. You kind of cross pathways through, as it's just a general circle here, basically at the top of this chasm. from what you're seeing, the pulse and the magic within these runes is coming internally and it's kind of expelling outward as it pulses. However, you do realize, Schultz, as you do get closer, not only does the rhythm seem to keep up, it does slightly pick up in pace based on your proximity as well.
I mean, Schultz is going to keep moving closer to it. He said, where?
You are seeing it still. The actual pulsing is kind of now coursing through. So if you would be in the center, you are going to see the pulsing is now kind of almost following you, and that it's actually getting stronger as you get closer. But the pulsing through this chasm is still mirroring the sigil and getting stronger and faster the closer you get.
Okay.
Wenceslas is very
Is there
confused
like a...
and is just going to do a little dance.
A water dance? A river dance or a lake dance?
It's rhythmic. I don't know. I'm trying something. I got nothing else.
There you go. Trying to match the rhythm. Trying to pull up some moves.
How's Schultz doing? What are the developments going on over there?
Is there like a keyhole or someplace that I can kind of fit the ring into?
You look and you inspect from what you can see in the riverbed. There is not necessarily a keyhole of sorts, but as you move the sigil around, you do start to notice that the lights that are congealing to you are now starting to extend off the chasm, almost reaching. The pulsing gets only stronger. The heat from the sigil just slightly stronger as well.
Mr. Schultz will take off the sigil and kind of hold it up to the arcana.
And as you do, there's almost a threshold with the light that's now pulsating upwards. You hear a slight ring, and the light grabs almost onto the sigil. Not forcefully, but seems to almost caress it and just envelop it. Are you holding this on your body? Are you letting it dangle from your neck? How are you doing this, Schultz?
I'm holding it from his fingers. He's got it kind of in like a 3-finger grip, just held up.
Okay. You feel and see your hand completely get enveloped by this deep, pinkish purplish energy, but you feel no pain from it. In fact, you actually feel a bit of a release from your hand as the sigil is now kind of just reacting fully to this. And as you see, there's a moment where there's a bleeding effect from this sigil as new energy. Go ahead.
Out of fear, Mr. Schultz will still be screaming the whole time.
How's he scream?
No.
As this chorusing pink and purple energy gracefully cushions your hand that you just feel the softest reaction whatsoever. Your screams don't seem to abate it whatsoever as this energy now pours anew from the sigil. And there is a reaction almost on the chasm as a tearing in fabric seems to open up a portal. And dark, I'd say a black portal, kind of like almost emptiness inside, seems to open up directly underneath you. And there's seemingly nothing on the other side except you feel a rushing of water now around you. It's kind of almost getting pulled into this crevice of time. And it's at this moment. What's your armor class, Schultz?
It is 22.
You feel a rush as you look and a spear glides past your face, smashes into the rock beside you as you look over. And you see a Triton covered in mold, seaweed, some kelp, crustaceans on its body. It almost looks undead of sorts, carrying a spear and bow and arrow on its back. And you just hear gibberish as it just apparently threw a spear at you, to which you see two more appear from behind some crustaceans and seemingly almost appearing out of this wall and out of this seafloor. And they
I
both...
would like to cast mage armor on myself.
Cast what?
Mage armor on myself.
I will let you get that off, and we need everyone to roll initiative. It is time, boys.
It's time! That's a 22.
That's natural 1 for Mr. Schultz.
Oh! All right. You got a... What'd you say? What's this last?
22.
Nice. Okay. Just so you're aware, Triton's got a 16 on their initiative.
Gotcha.
And with that natural 1, I'll put you down here, Schultz. It is Wenceslas's turn. You're within 15 feet of Mr. Schultz. You are on the far end of the chasm, so you are actually 45 feet from one, 35 feet from another, and even further away from another one. So you actually have... I think the closest one to you is 35 feet.
I am trying to stream the map to you if that works, but...
Oh, okay. If you want to check that, Joe.
I don't know how that's working for you, Joe.
He said he's
sorry, what?
He said he's streaming the map for you to see if you can see it. I can move you accordingly, or he can, or whoever.
Yeah, I see it. Nice.
Perfect. So you see 3 undead Tritons here, and they are looking directly, screaming unknown absurdities towards the one that is currently looking face into this darkened portal that is currently just soaking up. You see a small vortex of water kind of getting sucked into this portal.
I am going to take a bonus action and take just a couple moments to kind of reflect on all the traumatic events in my life and really get worked up. And if I were a barbarian, I would be raging. And as I do that, you will see a sword made of scabs materialize in his right hand.
Ew.
Nice. That's awesome and horrible. Cool. Sweet. Very cool.
And I'm going to... So, swim speed is half movement?
Yes, so if your normal speed is 30, you have 15 feet of movement.
Okay. Let's see. Monculus is over there. Triton, and then another Triton. Let's see. I am going to...
What you gonna do?
Let's see. I'm going to move 15 feet closer to Triton 1.
Okay. 15 feet towards Triton 1. 5, 10, 15. Okay.
And I'm going to... Hang on a second. Let me double check something real quick. Because I can't remember how many of these I can do. Sorry, I'm double checking something about Eldritch Blast because I can't remember how many of these I get to do for one casting. Because I know it's multiple. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3.
At 11, I believe it goes up to 3, actually.
Really? Okay.
Let's see. Yes, 3 beams at level 11. You just hit it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. And I am going to grit my teeth and really grip my sword, and out of its tip, you'll see that the scabs begin to crack and bleed,
Ugh.
and gouts of blood are going to shoot out at Triton 1.
Oh, your Eldritch Blasts are gouts of blood?
Yeah.
That is sick. All right, cool. Sweet.
Let's see, so that will be, for the first one, 16 to hit.
If it meets, it beats.
All right, and then for number 2, that's a 14.
That's a miss.
And 16 again.
Okay, so 2 hits.
And that will be 20 total damage.
Ooh, this blood courses through. Unfortunately, it's just kind of disgusting because we're underwater. So you kind of just see some of it just kind of sticks behind. So it looks like it's like a smearing effect happening underwater of this blood. And as it hits it, it seems to kind of envelop these places inside of its body because it doesn't appear to be fully whole. And the blood just kind of reacts and kind of almost explodes slightly. And bits of chunks and crustaceans kind of get blown off of him. He's looking pretty hurt after that opening entry there.
All right, and then, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. With that, the Tritons will go. Triton 1, you do see reacting to the bloodshot Eldritch Blast, he kind of recoups itself and just kind of takes this weird deep breath, and it just courses forward and approaches you directly, and it will take its Triton and will stab towards you. As it does, that is a 17 to hit.
That's on me.
Yes.
Yes.
17 hits.
Okay, that is 10 points of piercing damage.
Right.
And we'll then take another swing for, even better. That's a 23 to hit for 14 piercing damage. It's just taking its trident and it's just trying to just carve directly into you. And you just feel like, unfortunately, just the slime of almost long-time underwater decay mixed with that of sea life attached to it, just kind of hitting your rib and your forearm as it just draws back and just kind of hisses towards you. The second one comes launching. It cannot reach you. Let me see. It was here. Yeah, I can't reach you exactly, but it will go ahead and actually release a spear from its back. It will throw one at you, Wenceslas. That is going to be a 9 to hit.
That does not hit.
That flies and actually hits the ground in front of you and just kind of shatters in place, seemingly unaffected. It will now be the third Triton. It actually picks up its Triton. Being a creature, as you are noticing now, these unfortunately do have a swim speed, as these are not foreign to these settings. In fact, it will actually go ahead and also use its tactical movement to take a dash action as a bonus action while underwater. And it is actually going to speed on ahead up to Mr. Schultz. Screaming possibly as he may, it will also take 2 attacks with his trident. Oh, the first one's a natural 1. And the second one is a 16. Does a 16 hit you, Schultz? I don't think it does. No, he takes 2 stabs. The second one glances. The first one is just embarrassing because it just charges forward and it kind of gets distracted by your scream. And it doesn't seem to understand it. It just kind of takes a second swipe, a wide swipe at you, and it just glances off your armor briefly before coming right back up, seemingly undamaged. That is its entire turn, and that will take us to Schultz's turn.
So Schultz is going to stop screaming now. He's going to fiddle around in his bag, and he's going to pull out a teddy bear, and he's going to throw it onto the floor.
Okay.
And it just kind of floats for half a second.
Yeah.
Until this teddy bear takes out a gun. And I'm using my action to summon my Eldritch Cannon.
Yes. Artillerist. Nice.
And as a bonus action, I can make it shoot.
You sure can.
So it is going to shoot. Although it's too close to Triton number 3, I'm going to have it shoot at Triton 1.
Okay.
That is not great. That's a 14.
That unfortunately will miss.
Okay.
It shoots wide as it pulls through the water, seemingly getting its trajectory together.
Okay. And then that'll be Schultz, and then the homunculus is going to aim, and it's going to make a ranged attack.
Okay.
It is going to make a spell attack on Triton 3, which is on me.
Okay.
That's better. That's a 23.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That'll be minimum damage of 5.
Okay. What's he attacking with, the homunculus? What's he doing?
The homunculus gently puts its pen like in some sort of small pouch, and it is going to pull out a small pistol itself.
Nice. All right, we got guns all over. I love it. Sweet. You shoot it, another chunk comes off Triton 3. Seemingly almost unfazed, as its eyes are still very much focused on you. It seems to be very much aggressive towards the one who has opened this portal and is very fixated on you in this moment. Almost a preventative measure. All right. With that, we go up to Wenceslaus's turn.
All right. I am. So let's see. Yeah, I am going to take a swing at the Triton right in front of me. Ooh, actually, hang on a second. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Can I do that as a bonus action?
To do what?
I can. Wait a minute.
To do what as a bonus action?
Hold on a second. I'm checking my spell list real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to cast Hex on the Triton right in front of me.
Right.
So I am going to deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage whenever I hit it with an attack roll.
All right. That is a concentration, just as a heads up, but that works. You can totally do that.
That's all right. I'm a warcaster.
Perfect. Oh, nice. Cool.
And also choose one ability. When you cast the spell, the target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
What do you want to do? Which one?
I'm going to choose. Well, wait. I thought it said also.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely do that as well. So you get to pick what he has disadvantage on.
Okay.
Disadvantage on all ability checks. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you can pick any stat. It's just they'll have disadvantage on any skills that are requiring of that. Any checks with that particular skill.
I'll say strength.
Okay. I'll say that's a pretty good one. These are relatively strong Tritons, so that is a good use of it. All right. It is hexed.
All right.
That's your bonus action.
Yep.
You still have an action.
That's my. Yep. I'm going to.
I think I have a hex.
So, you will see that from Wenceslas's left hand, black tentacles are going to shoot out of his fingertips.
Sick.
And he is going to use his. Let me see the actual name of it real quick. It's a tattoo actually on his hand.
Oh, nice.
It's a coiling grasp tattoo, and he is going to make a. Actually, is that even a dex roll? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, no, it's a saving throw. Perfect. Okay. So I am going to try and grapple it.
Okay.
With these tentacles. It's a DC 14 saving throw. Strength.
Oh, and that's with disadvantage then, since it's a grapple check. So okay. Sick.
Yep.
Oh, and that's worse. Yeah. So he has a +3. That is an 8 with disadvantage. He is grappled.
Nice. He is going to take 3d6 force damage, and is he going to take the 1d6?
He will take the 1d6 necrotic on top of that. Yes, he is. So add all that together.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, you guys can keep going. It's his turn, but I'll be right back. Just give me a minute.
All right.
Okay.
That is. Oh man, that's fucking piddly damage. That's only 9.
9. What damage?
9 total.
Oh, 9 total. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
He is looking very rough. He is very much hurting after that series of hits. He is basically barely holding on. He is looking rough. All right. That is very good hits, though.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. And he is grappled.
Okay, yeah, and he is grappled. I will throw that on there as well. Perfect. Explain how this is grappling him. What does it look like?
It is going to basically bind its hands and its tail. Yeah, I mean, it's going to basically look like an octopus is just trying to smother it.
Okay. As it does, you have this thing grappled. It is the Triton's turn. Triton 1 is going to try and he's going to try and make a hit out of this, but unfortunately, since he is grappled, he's going to have disadvantage on this attack. And, yep, disadvantage sucks. That's a 13 to hit.
That is not hit.
Okay, the first one is a whiff, and it will try once more. No, that's a 14. I don't think that works.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
He is swinging. It is just swinging back and forth. And you hear it now almost like gargling under the grapple. It's just trying to and it cannot seem to squirm as much as it's just kind of now writhing essentially now. That's all it can really do on its turn. Triton 2, however, will come up alongside you. It is going to take a swipe.
I'm back.
Welcome back. It's going to take a swipe at you. That is a 17 to hit.
Me?
Yes. This is Triton 2.
Okay. 17 hits.
Okay, and a 15.
15 does not hit.
Okay, so only one hit. You take 12 points of piercing damage. As one hit gets in on your side, you feel a slight sting after a whiff and a miss. Another one does come in, though, and that is its turn. Triton 3, staring down at this Eldritch Cannon almost for a moment, but then immediately locks its eyes still back fully on you, Mr. Schultz. It is going to... It's going to take its trident, shove it into the ground, is going to use its Chill Strike ability, and ice will just form up and shoot out from it. I need you, Mr. Schultz, to make a nothing. I roll to hit. That is a dirty. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Nope.
My gosh! All right, that was cool. That was cool. This is rough.
I'm an artificer, man. I got armor.
Yeah, you do have armor.
I'm pretty sure I took heavy armor. Heavily armored too. Yeah, I took heavily armored feet.
Okay. He's just going to go ahead and stab then with a trident. My gosh, that's a 19. What the crap, Zach? Schultz is great. All right, cool. This Triton, he's cursing in his own Aquan language. He's pissed. But he's still focused in his resolve. But unfortunately, that's the end of the Triton's turn. Schultz, it is your turn.
Alrighty, Schultz is going to turn around to Triton 3, and he is I don't know some of these spells that I took as well as I'd like to.
Artificers.
There's a lot of new stuff for me here. I'm sorry. You gotta give me a little bit of.
I'll give you some leeway. Artificer, new here. First time.
Still learning
Artificer is hard.
Artificer, first time? I mean,
Artificer is very difficult.
I'll be there soon enough,
Okay,
Zach.
you know what? We're gonna make this easy. Schultz is going to take out his gun.
Yes.
He is going to point it at this one here, Triton 1, that I can barely see the name of.
Yep, that is Triton 1. If you're shooting at him, you can get advantage because he's grappled.
Yep, and with his arcane weapon,
Ooh.
he will be using the stored spell of Scorching Ray to not use any of his own spell slots.
This is awesome. Please describe for us your Eldritch Cannon and your Homunculus. Guns toting, but of course, what's the gun Mr. Schultz is pulling out?
Mr. Schultz has like a German World War II rifle that he pulls out. It's like got that old antique wooden look to it.
Yes. Love it. I personally love that gun. I would want one for myself. That's
Absolutely ruining that gun, by the way.
But it's magical. But it's magical, though.
Immediately.
It's technically a staff of healing that I've made into my arcane firearm.
So it's actually a magical item that now has a magical property added to it. So yeah. This is magic on magic.
That I've put my own spell stuff onto.
That's sick. And then all of a sudden just fire erupts from this and like 3 bolts.
So I'm going to send 2 of the bolts at 1 and 1 of the bolts at 2.
Okay.
So first bolt is a 9.
That is a miss.
Wait, hang on a second. That's not right.
Okay.
It's a 13, which is still a miss, but
Okay. Yep.
second is a 17.
That does hit.
Okay, and the third one going to Triton 2 is a miss as well.
Okay.
That's horrible.
So Triton 1 does hit.
So that is 2d6 fire damage.
All right.
7 fire damage.
That is enough. You see the fire course and it almost starts to kind of burn. Huh?
it's fine if it works, but I didn't roll with the advantage.
Oh, well, go for the crit. Sure, go for the crit. I mean,
Go
it
for the
works either
crit?
way.
I mean,
Yeah.
if he's dead anyways.
Yeah.
So that's a 14 or a 18. So that hit.
Okay. All right.
And
Yeah.
that's another, yeah. So
No worries. So nonetheless, this thing begins to kind of, and the heat kind of glows on it briefly. The crustaceans start to almost melt for a brief moment before you just watch this Triton just kind of slump. And there's a massive charred mark on its side. And in this coiling grasp that you have going on once it's lost, you watch this thing just, and it is dead. It is gone.
And I am going to heal 14 for that because it was hexed.
Oh, nice. What level did you cast that, by the way, that hex? I'll ask you that now. Sorry, I forgot to ask you that earlier on.
So Triton 1 is dead, though?
Triton 1 is dead. Yes, I will put a marker on it. Yes.
That was 5th level.
Ooh, okay, so 5th level. This is 24 hours that you can have hex. As long as you maintain concentration, you can hold on to it for basically as long as you want. As long as you're water breathing, essentially, almost. But yeah, cool. Awesome.
But, I mean, I'm not able to switch targets, though. So.
As a bonus action, you can, yes. If the target drops to 0 before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action to curse a new creature. So as long as you maintain concentration, you've used your 5th level spell slot, but you're holding on to this now for the next 24 hours, as long as you don't lose concentration.
Yeah, which, that reminds me, I've taken damage and I have not made any con saves.
Oh, I am so sorry. Yes, you do have advantage. Go ahead and make 2 of them. I'm going to just say 2. I think you might get a hit more, but just do 2. The DC, we'll just make them 10 for right now. I got called out and you're being honest. I'll just make the DC 10.
And I'll get +1 to that as well because of my cloak.
And you're a warcaster. Oh, and your cloak. That's cool.
Yep. That is 21 for the first one.
Yep. No issue.
That's a nat 20-23.
You're literally a warcaster of the ages, underwater warrior right here. You have no issue. You're just like, please, I got this for days, literally a whole day. All right, yeah, so you're good. With that, that would be... Was that your turn, or was there something else you were doing? Oh, no, that was off of your turn. It's now actually your turn now, because Mr. Schultz just killed that Triton, so it's actually now going to your turn.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, he's not done. Go ahead, Schultz. Sorry. Go for it. You killed Triton 1. He's done for.
Bonus action, Eldritch Cannon is going to shoot at Triton 2.
Sick. Sorry, Eldritch Cannon. No offense.
That's going to miss again.
Okay.
And then Homunculus is going to shoot at Triton 3.
Okay.
That's a crit. Let's go, Homunculus.
Oh, nice. Homunculus. Doing the damage.
My Homunculus stats.
I just realized something amazing, and that is that the coiling grasp tattoo that I was using to grapple.
So that's 8 force damage.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm a summoner, and realize that that's going to mean that I get half the combat.
Right.
I'm
That's
the DM.
fine.
Continue. That's Schultz's turn now.
All right. Wenceslas, before you go, what was your revelation, Joe? Before it's your turn?
So the coiling grasp tattoo that I'm using to summon these tendrils, I don't have to make con saves or hold concentration for it because it's an item. It's not a spell.
That is correct. So your concentration in this case is only for that, but that also does mean you're right. Since it's an item, you're just chilling. So yeah, it's maintaining the concentration for you.
Yeah, so I can hold hex and use this at the same time.
That's awesome. That's sick. And it
Which
is your turn.
Kind of fucking. It feels pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why coming from items is sick. Coming from items is really good. When you can get it on an item, you're like, heck yeah, it's freaking awesome. But it is your turn.
Yeah, like my whole play style is kind of built around concentration and shit. Anyway, so I'm going to switch the target of my hex to Triton 2.
All right, I will put it on there. Yes, hex. There you go.
And I will grapple it and give it. I'm as part of the hex. I'm going to give it disadvantage on strength.
Okay.
And that's a 14 strength save.
Okay, let me see.
For it.
That is not great. Yep, that's a 6. He is grappled.
All right. Takes 46 damage total. I'm going to roll that right now.
Man, you guys. Look at these envoys. Also
that
tearing
is
it
12.
up. 12?
Yep.
All right. The grasp also just coiling around this thing is just squeezing and constricting it. It is not. It's not doing great after that hit either. So it is definitely messed up. All right. Anything else on your turn, sir?
Those, just for flavor, those tentacles are definitely trying to shove themselves inside of its gills.
Okay. I will definitely say then one of them is definitely already has a good grip on it and is starting to slowly converge on the rest. So 100%, it's like infiltrating its body. It's getting a little dicey for this Triton. We'll just say that. But with that, the Triton will try. Honestly, it's realizing the situation, seeing what was happening with its other undead Triton friend. It is actually going to look at you in this moment. And you watch its eyes go hollow, surrounded by these tentacles, and it's going to sink back slightly into its head. And you're just going to feel this wave from its eyes come and pierce your body. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Schultz is going to do the Catholic cross along his chest.
This is its once a day void grasp ability.
My favorite people are summoning demons.
Unclean.
They are unclean and putrid.
That's a natural 20 for my con save.
Ooh.
That's a total of 20. That's a total of 23.
Okay. That is definitely a save. Let me see here.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a 22.
Okay, that's still definitely fine. You're good. With that, you only take 15 points of necrotic damage. As you feel it almost trying to constrict you as well with its own mind and this dark necrotic presence around it. However, you are able to shake off the worst of it, and you seem to suffer no other ill effects. And that is its turn. Number 3 turns to Mr. Schultz yet again. Doesn't seem to care too much about this this gun, either from the homunculus or from the Eldritch Cannon. Is definitely focused on you. It will take one swipe at the trident with you. That is a 19 to hit.
What? Can I just ask what its plus to hit even is?
It's +7.
Okay, so it's got a decent chance, honestly.
It has a chance. I'm rolling crap. So that's
It's not rolling enough.
nope. So it sucks. So he will then instead, in his anger, he will actually then lift the trident back and with his other hand hold it up, and he will hold it out in front of him. And he will use frost wave ability. In this case, now a separate ice shocking wave kind of bursts out from his hand, except this time it is going to pierce at a wider angle. I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
No.
And Wenceslas, you both need to make me a dexterity saving throw, as this is hitting both of you.
Oh, that's bad. That's a set.
Hang on. Let me read an ability quick.
Okay.
Need to. For the jump.
I just realized so another just cool thing about the coiling grass tattoo probably would go really well with a grappler.
Probably. That'd be the one time I'd be like, yeah, take the grappler feat. Just double down on its use.
Yeah.
The one time I would say, yes, do a grappling. Maybe take like a bar brawler too and be like, yeah, I'm just up for like taking street fights left and right because I got all the feats and magical items to back me up. You got
or
nothing.
a saving throw. What did you roll, John? Or Joe?
You rolled a 7?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I get you out of this.
Ooh.
I don't think I get myself out of this.
You're within 10 feet of each other.
I don't get to know the save, do I?
Is this a reaction ability or is this...
It's a reaction ability that I could possibly add to one of our saves.
I will say in this case, for this ability, I'll give it to you. The DC is a 15.
Okay, so 7. It's not going to make it for Joe. And then it won't make it for me.
Oh, it still wouldn't help?
You both fail. No,
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, both of you take 14.
If you didn't give it to me, I wouldn't have used it anyways. So
Okay.
I didn't think to make it, so.
That's all right. I gave you that one, too. You're fine. Both of you, unfortunately, take 14 points of cold damage. And as you feel the cold hit your bodies...
Is this in a line, or does it hit my cannon, too?
No, this actually is a ray, but your cannon's not in this because it's centered from the Triton, so you're good. It's just you and Wenceslas. So both of you are getting hit with this 14 points of cold damage. Unfortunately, you feel the freezing nature of this water is now only accentuated, and it almost just like takes your breath away. With the water breathing spell still well in effect, you almost feel like it does briefly like almost suspend the spell effect on yourself, but both of you also gain a level of exhaustion from this.
Oh, fuck.
You feel this pressure just build, and then all of a sudden it just strains your inner being to now, unfortunately, both of you just hit with this at the same moment, unfortunately. But that is all of the Triton's turns. It is now back to Schultz's turn.
Okay. Schultz is going to take the opportunity attack because he doesn't think they can do jack to him.
No, screw you. That's a 24 to hit. Oh!
That'll hit, so he'll take some damage.
All right. Well, you don't take much. You take 6 points of piercing damage. That was crap damage. But there you go.
Okay.
I actually got a hit and did piddly with it, but it's all right.
Main action, he's going to use another Scorching Ray out of his gun.
Okay.
And he's going to send all this at Triton 3.
Nice. All right. Make all 3 of those shots, sir.
So that is a
Question about,
24,
Sorry.
Hit.
I'm sorry, keep going.
a 14,
That is a miss.
and a 17.
That hits. So 2 hits.
So 2 hits, and that's 2d6?
Per hit.
Yes, 2d6 each. So that'll be 2, 6, 8, 13 damage total.
That is enough. It is just shattered into fiery little bits for just a moment before the water kind of settles in. It's steaming now in the moment, but it is dead. Triton 3 is no more.
Bonus action, Eldritch Cannon is shooting at Triton 2.
Okay.
It has advantage.
Yes, it does.
That is...
Oh, Wenceslas, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. The DC for this is just 10.
All right. Is this for concentration?
Yes, it is.
27
To hit?
to hit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
rolled
Dang.
a 18 on dice.
Dang.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
That was 22, by the way.
All right, you're good. You are fine.
Two questions. How much? So the thing that gave me exhaustion, how much damage did it deal?
It did 14 points of damage. That cold damage.
All right. And question about exhaustion. Which rules are we using? Are we using legacy rules for exhaustion or new rules?
Yes. No, we're going to use legacy.
we don't do new rules.
Legacy. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
New rules are bad.
Yeah. Disadvantage on ability checks for one level.
Yeah. All right.
Unless you have a way to remove it or a rest, we'll take care of it. And what were you doing? I'm sorry, Schultz?
13 force damage from the cannon.
13 force. It actually slightly resists that. As it is resistant to force damage, but it definitely still hits and does some still decent damage to it.
Homunculus's turn.
All right.
For 24 to hit.
Yeah. Got it.
That's 6 force damage, half to 3.
Okay. Another piece. It is getting very much hurt, even though it seems to be resisting some of these attacks. It is still very much getting pummeled. All right.
Hey.
With that, it is Wenceslas. You have the last one in your grasp, sir.
All right. Are we rolling potions as bonus action?
I rule them as bonus action to go ahead and just consume it. If you do an action, you do not have to roll. You get full value. No dice needed. So bonus action,
okay.
you get to drink it. Action, you get the whole thing.
I also have healing abilities if we can get through this combat. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and do that then. All right. In that case, I will take my sword of scabs and I'm going to make an attack on this Triton that I'm grappling.
All right, do it with advantage. You sick, disgusting, bloody scabs.
That is a 25 to hit.
Uh-huh, for sure.
And let's see, so that is 7 damage, and then hang on a second, there's something else that I can do with this.
You get one. You get 1d6 of necrotic damage too.
Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Thank you.
Yes.
That's 7 plus 1. Okay, so that's 8 total now. And then let's see. I'm going to use one of the 3 charges I have today.
Okay.
And deal 1... How much is it again? 1d8 radiant damage.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That is an extra 2 damage. That's only 10 total. Fuck.
And as you hit it with this radiant damage, you actually notice it's actually coursing through this thing even stronger and burrowing a hole through it as it is vulnerable to radiant damage. And as
Ooh.
you do, that is actually just enough to sunder it dead as well. This radiant energy blasts through its chest cavity and begins to just literally protrude a direct hole that's already burnt and falling apart. But the rest of this body is now just has a small gaping hole through with this radiant energy that pulses through, and it is also dead. All three Tritons before you now are a crumpled mess and dead.
Great. And I will heal 14 because of Hex, which will bring me back up to roughly half health, which is nice because I was getting really low.
Right.
And my tendrils will recede back into my hand.
Okay. And with that, all seems to be returned to a calm sense of just the sounds of underwater pressure. And with these Tritons and their hisses dying, you then hear slight whispers and a new cadence. Not from the kobolds above, as you've come to know, but you hear whispers, sourceless in all directions, but almost channeling through you into this opening of a portal that Mr. Schultz opened earlier.
You require healing?
I'm going to trace in the air. Yes, please.
Alrighty. I'm going to put 2 of the 10 charges from my Staff of Healing into him to start, and we'll see where he's at.
Cool. All right. How much does that heal?
That'll be... Hang on, I gotta pull up Cure Wounds. That is going to be 2d8 plus 18.
Plus 18. Holy shit. Nice.
No, plus 10. 2d8 plus 10.
Still
So that's
very
12.
nice.
That's 14 to start. You need more?
I mean, I'm doing pretty good. I'm like 3/4.
I'll do one more for you. So that's another 9 health on top of that.
Awesome. I think I should be good.
Okay, and then I'm going to use 2 on myself.
Also, as you get closer to Wenceslas, you'll see that the sort of scabs, the hilt, and cross-guardish area poking out of the like mass of dried blood and platelets is a hand that is holding on to Wenceslas's hand.
It seems you have a friend.
It seems I have a what?
A friend. He is holding your hand.
I guess he'll trace in the air. I would like to think a bit closer than a friend, perhaps a loved one. And a reaction from that?
Good for you. That is very nice. I'm so glad that you have good family.
I would like to insight how grossed out is Mr. Schultz.
Are you hiding anything, Schultz, or are you just open with
Mr.
your
Schultz-
feelings?
Mr. Schultz is not unnerved by it at all. Not because he doesn't care or he wouldn't think it was disgusting just because he doesn't quite understand what's going on. He's like, yeah, sure.
Weird spellcasters. They're definitely a bunch.
Yeah, he's doing some funky spell stuff. I don't know. That could be plastic for all I know.
Mm-hmm.
If we were above water, it would definitely smell.
Yeah, if anything, the Triton death smell kind of around you is still somewhat permeable, but it's slowly starting to kind of go away because their bodies are now slowly kind of getting washed aside as it goes, kind of leaving you all to where you're at in this chasm. Certainly a strange reaction, but certainly a almost direct correlation to opening of this portal to their appearance here. Seemingly something was trying to prevent you from entering into this area. But nonetheless, you two, through your prowess, were able to circumvent this danger and are left open with the portal still humming ever strong, your sigil still reacting and glowing accordingly.
All right. I would like to make an investigation check, look for traps.
Sure, go for it.
I'm not gonna be that stupid. You're still a DM.
I mean, yes.
That's a 16.
You check thoroughly. As foreign as this portal is to you, you definitely can see the separation between the energy that is coursing up from this chasm to form it. There is nothing, however, anything outside of this that shows as a trap. However, you are unable to ascertain what is even beyond this portal, other than it looks like there is water and debris and whatnot actively flowing into this. It's not a very strong pull. It's just, you can tell it looks like it's almost a dumping out of a channel type of reaction to this portal, but there is nothing else that you can see beyond the actual expanse of what you're in right now. There's nothing that you can see, though, that would be trapped or otherwise. You just see the magical energy specifically, though, that is feeding this portal.
All right, I make my my swimmy little way in there then.
And Schultz?
Schultz will follow.
Okay. You both...
Actually, it's probably best that I go in front. Just to be safe.
As he kind of clinks his armor a little bit.
What say you, Wenceslas?
I don't know. I just keep going. I don't know.
Oh, okay. You allow Mr. Schultz to go first. As you do, you reach through this portal, and the tug does give a bit more weight to it as you are kind of pulled at the last moment through. Followed by Wenceslas, you both find yourselves very quickly careening as you feel like you're being pulled as if you're in a pipe almost. But as soon as that feeling comes, it also goes as you are immediately both thrown onto stone platforms. You no longer are suspended in an expanse of water, seemingly now on dry land, but with the sound of water gushing around you, as this portal you just stepped through is now dumping a decent amount of water through this channel. You guys can go ahead and add your tokens. I'll add one for you, though. Joe. As you find yourselves in maybe a makeshift sewer of sorts. And you find yourselves in this long expanse of stone and shadow. The air, upon being released and breathing your first breath of fresh air all of a sudden, just out of this lake water, it is very thick down here. It is damp and musky. And you see this water channel that's dumping this water out It's running down these halls that you can see in front of you, but you smell rust and decay. I'd like you guys to go ahead and, if you both want to make a history check, you can.
History check. I am getting shit roll. You know what? I am going to flash of genius this one.
Ooh.
Because I can.
Okay.
That's 7.
A 7? Okay.
That's
Also, I would like to mention I would like to end this at the latest within 30 minutes.
that's an 18 for.
Okay. Wenceslas, you look at your surroundings. This definitely seems very foreign to you. You've not seen or witnessed this before. This is very much a sewer-ish like system, unknown as to where you have ended up here, but certainly nothing to ring the bell for you specifically. However, because of your flash of genius, Mr. Schultz, while this again does appear like a sewer, you actually start to see designations in the stone itself, certain carvings, certain structure. Working in these parts of the Balduran Mountains, you've at least been accustomed to some dwarvish culture, but you actually see what looks like maybe a excavation site almost. There seems to be very purposely channeled hallways here, archways across the top. The actual designs of pathways that surround the water channel itself are very purposeful in their design. Not very large, looks very much more something a dwarven stature would be able to easily maneuver through these particular hallways. These tunnels, over time, appear to be deserted. So you're not aware for necessarily how long, but they do appear to be eroding with water and time.
Mr. Schultz looks very cramped.
How tall?
He is a Goliath folk, so
Oh gosh. Okay.
he's probably at least 7 feet.
Schultz fits, but he's not happy. He's just.
He is a big bulbous. He is a circle. He is great.
So he might fit down here, but it won't be well, especially pressed against the side of these channels as you guys move. But nonetheless, while you see these archways, you do see the water still rushing in through the portal. However, beyond where the water rushes in, the water is relatively still. You do see a handful of mining carts that are overturned. You see some crates and barrels broken down and corroding. Again, seemingly an unknown amount of time. There's almost an eerie sense of abandonment, though, here, as it does appear that nothing or no one has really traversed these halls for a very long time. However, Mr. Schultz, you do notice your ember sigil is no longer just glowing. It's now pulsating with a rhythmic beat that now is also shining bright. I'd say about a good 5 foot. Your entire person, even though you're a Goliath, I would say your entire form now is giving off a very strong, radiant light that is now also gently humming, as if it's reacting to the presence of something much closer than you previously were.
We press onwards. We follow the light.
Okay. As you do, I'm going to get my fog tools out if my computer decides to work with me. Here we go.
I told you we'd be fine without that. By the way, because I am basically 3 people.
You do come to a glorified hall here. The expanse continues on. Further down the archways, water does seem to still be trickling in from your entryway. However, it has very much come to a standstill. This is very much still water that you are experiencing in this moment. But if you guys want to give me a quick perception check.
Mr. Schultz doesn't have the best wisdom, but okay, here we go.
So you said perception?
Yes.
14.
Okay. And you, Wenceslas?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. It is very musky. The odor in here does seem to get a little bit worse. This water is kind of similar to the actual coloration you're seeing here. It is very much still water. It is rank. You sense the sounds of rats and also just decay of trash, refuse, and whatever else may be in this area. But that's really all you guys can pick up from here.
Also, okay, I know I said within 30 minutes earlier. I'm thinking about it more. I kind of need to go into work early tomorrow. Could we end it here?
No, we need to go 10 more minutes.
Gotcha, that's fine.
How about 10 more? You got 10 more in you?
Yeah, I got 10 more of me.
All right. But this is the long, expansive hallway here. It is dark in here, just from the light giving, however, from the sigil is certainly enough in your close proximity. I would say long range. Do either of you have dark vision?
I have goggles of night.
Okay, so you do.
I do not, and I'm going to... Let me pull up the stat sheet for my blood for the scab sword, hands for the hand hilt. Let's see. I'm going to use a bonus action and cause the scab sword to shed bright light for a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30.
Okay. I would definitely say then, since it's shedding that kind of light, you both can see well within your normal vision range. So I would definitely say, yeah, both of you combined, giving enough light right now that you're your own torch lights through these sewers here. So that's fine. I would say you guys can see normally as you would like any dark vision sight in this case. So that works.
Fantastic. What shall we do from here?
Let's see. Can I? Well, I'm gonna turn over to Mr. Schultz and Trace in the air. You seem like you are more familiar with this architecture, generally speaking. Would that be correct?
What was that?
He's asking how familiar Mr. Schultz is with dwarven architecture.
I am a little bit. I'm more focused on the outside of the hills.
Kind of gestures to his rotund shape. But Mr. Schultz would like to kind of take a look into some of this architecture and engineering if there's a good role for that.
Yeah, you can do a history or maybe an investigation.
I prefer history.
That's fine. Yeah, you can do that.
15?
Yeah, this is absolutely dwarven fully. There seems to be no other make or model. This is 100% dwarven mixture here. The work itself is at one point very well made in its craftsmanship back in its day. To know the extent, again, time frame, you're not able to see. I would say, though, with a 15, you would guess this looks like this is years in the abandonment stage, and that there's been years, probably closer to a decade, maybe a little more, of use. So the purpose of this has long passed from this time period.
Would Mr. Schultz know if? So, I mean, I think it's safe to say that the entrance we came through is a maintenance access point, correct?
Well, it normally would be. However, the portal is now sitting there. So technically,
is this portal like gushing water, or is it like only letting like big things through?
It is only mainly letting things through, but it is still dripping water in this case. It seems that upon your arrival, the actual entryway itself has remained, but it actually seems to almost seal itself off as soon as the sigil passed through.
Okay.
Also, Mr. Schultz will prestidigitation himself and all of his companions dry.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, very nice. And the smell. You both smell fresher, too.
The smell. Just a little bit fresher.
And
This
do
is
we...
my wife's favorite flower smell.
Awesome. And I'm gonna gesture in the air to Mr. Schultz. Any idea which direction leads toward the mountain?
Mr. Schultz will just hold up the ring. Wherever this takes us.
You hold up the ring, and it is a beautiful ruby ring. Seemingly does not have a reaction of any kind. It just simply sits on your ring. No, sorry. Sorry, you said ring. I just messed with you. I'm assuming you meant the sigil.
The sigil, the amulet, or whatever.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. The sigil you hold up down the hall directly to your south here. There does not seem to be any reaction, therefore, or going that direction. You just see it continually to pull slightly more so further on.
Mr. Schultz is going to pick up his homunculus and ballista, and he's just going to jump the gap.
All right. Give me a athletics or strength check.
I think I get something from my project here.
You definitely have no issue picking them both up, scooping them both in your arms, and...
I do get extra carrying capacity.
Okay, yeah, so you definitely have... That doesn't stop you at all. Yeah, so you're good. You can definitely carry them easily. Yes.
This is a 12.
Okay, you have no issue. You come across, you hop to the other side, ballista and homunculus in tow. Wenceslas? Would you like to walk? Would you like to walk around or jump as well?
You can make it just fine.
I'll try and jump it.
I'll clean you up.
I'll try and jump it.
Okay. Athletics or strength check, please.
Ooh, I think I'm bad at both of those.
Oh, you guys are. I'm so sorry. That needs to be a disadvantage because you both are exhausted.
Wait, I have a level of exhaustion too?
Yes, because you both failed that save against that attack. So both of you took the 14 points of cold damage and the level of exhaustion. Roll. Okay, so you're fine. So sorry, Wenceslas.
That was a 5.
Hang on here. I need to look at a spell.
That was a 5, John.
Oh, buddy. You try. You get a foot up. And you're just like, come on, let's go. And you just fall into just...
Okay, no, that's greater restoration. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Greater restoration cures exhaustion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only have lesser.
Okay. Good looking out, though. Good to clarify. You get a foot up on the ledge, and unfortunately, you fall in. Your rosy, just recently peached out self of pure cleanliness is immediately ruined by roughage and sewage, and all manner is just slug all over your body. You fall into about 2 foot deep of water. It's just still water as you are just thrown in and you are just covered. And as you do, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. The DC
only it were for Constitution.
It is yeah, that's true. It is a con save.
Yeah.
DC is 15.
All right. I'm gonna make another one separately to concentration too.
Oh, yep.
Did you make it?
Well, did you make it? Is the first question.
That's 16.
Okay.
Okay, good. So that one makes it.
So you make it, so you're fine. You don't even have to roll for concentration. So you're fine. You're just an absolute disgusting mess though, and it's just the smell is even worse up close and personal as you're sitting in it. And as you do,
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
He's just gonna look down, look back up, look down, look back up.
I will
And
heal
Therese
you
in
up.
the air.
Just come on.
I'm gonna get infected. This is bullshit.
I will clean you up. You will be just fine. I also have lesser restoration, if need be.
He's just gonna give a thumbs up, and then trace in the air. Fucking thank you.
And as you kind of stand up, you just kind of drench yourself off. Essentially, you go.
Giant alligator eats and kills you.
Yeah, you just reach up, and all of a sudden, you just feel resistance on your foot. And you look behind you as a tentacle is wrapped around your foot. I need you to make a strength save for me.
Me?
Yes, Wenceslas.
You said strength save?
A strength save. Yes, sir.
Why?
No reason.
11.
Unfortunately, you are restrained, as now there is a separate force pulling back on you. And you just feel it tugging you now, almost underwater in this
I'm gonna
moment.
shoot at my Eldritch Blast.
All right. Well, you are able to, as you now see a semblance of a face, as 3 eyes and fins on a neck extending across a very long, lanky form that you cannot make out its full extent. But you do see its 3 eyes open up, and its jaws also open up as this begins to careen towards you. And this is where we're going to end our session tonight.
All right. Can I still make the Eldritch Blast?
Yes, you may. I will let you get that off. You want to do it now?
Yep.
Go for it. I will make a note of this.
First one is a 10. Next one is a 17. Third one is a 9.
The 17 does hit.
How does this big thing keep in such a tiny little pipe?
Give me a perception check.
That's 12 damage. 12 force damage.
12
That's
force.
a nat 1. How does this big thing fit in such a tiny little...
And that is the question that will stick with you as this aboleth envelops these channels.
Oh, fuck!
And that is where we're going to have to find out.
Wait a second. Aboleths
I am
They are large.
They're
But bruh.
We're gonna kill each other.
Dude.
Hang on, we're gonna kill each other.
Oh my gosh. Zach, I'm so fucked right now.
I'm really sorry.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
How the fuck I mean... Oh, actually, no, I'm not, because I can
We'll be
Misty
fine.
Step.
We'll figure it out next session.
Yep.
I can Misty Step.
And that's where we're going to pick up. So you have a week to prepare for the aboleth in the sewers.
Fuck. Good session, John. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.